I've been trying to purchase the RX 6800 since it released. The AMD RX 6800, the reference card, that's the one I want. I don't care what brand it is under. I want the reference card because later on I want to put it underwater. I want to actually water cool it. It'll be a lot easier that way if I get a reference card. But I have not been able to get one on neither drop days. Not on the original release date for the cards, not on the AIB release dates either. Have I been able to get one? And I'm kind of tired of trying to fight to get one. So I'm going in a bit of a different direction. On the desk is the XFX 5700XT. This was the top of the line card for last generation's AMD video cards. And you know what? It's going to do me just fine while I wait to be able to get a 6800 eventually. And it also is what I'm doing to prepare for Cyberpunk 2077. That's right, I want to upgrade my PC a little bit before that game drops. This is what I'm doing to do that. This is going to be the first step into that. However, the next step is what we have to do before we actually install the card. So first, let's unbox it. I'm going to show you everything that's in there, and then I'm going to talk to you about the next step we need to take. Okay, before we install this card, I've been having a bit of a problem with my PC and noise. You guys know that my PC Patience has been water cooled, and it's water cooled just for the CPU, and it's been water cooled for years now. But it's becoming a little bit loud. The pump is very old, it's worn. I need to replace it, but I have a bit of a bigger plan when it comes to water cooling Patience now for the next step in the next evolution of that system. And I'm not ready to take it yet. So I'm going to rip all the water cooling out, put a fan in, and then we're going to go ahead and install the card. Let's get to it. Okay, here's the plan here. I got my vacuum over here. I got my syringe, which I'm going to be used to suck out the water when it's time. We're going to enter in through this plastic tube here. I had to use this tube because I couldn't get a hard tube to bend the way I needed to get to the radiator. To get to the reservoir, which turns out to be a saving grace for me here. So I'm going to come in through this tube, start the drain here, get my little bucket right here, underneath there, get it in here, start draining there. Once I drain here, then I can use my syringe on the reservoir to get as much of the water out as possible by popping the top here after taking this tubing off. And then we start working our way down. Pop this down here to start draining this tube. And then work our way right back up into the reservoir. And we should have most of the water drained there. All right, Editor Esh stepping in here real quick just to let you guys know that 1, this plan was spoken out well, but 2, it was executed poorly. I ended up cutting that tube without properly releasing pressure on the loop and other areas, and water came gushing out everywhere. So just an FYI, please install a drain system so you don't have to go through any of this. But more importantly, if you do have to go through it, attack the lowest part of the loop first, no matter where it is, if possible. And of course, please depressurize your system carefully before you go cutting things. Okay, back to the video. All right, battery's about to down on the camera. My patience is long since gone, but patience is finally back up and running. As you can see, all the water cooling is gone. Fan is now mounted. Some reason my fan is crooked, but honestly, I fought so much with the mounting hardware for AMD with this fan which is ridiculous because it actually didn't give me that much trouble for Intel in a Linux rig. It's the same exact fan I'm using. I just added an extra fan because this is my main gaming rig, so it's going to get more heat. So I added a fan in the back there, added an extra fan to the fan, and I already had these fans from the radiator and water cooling stuff. I just left them in there and cleaned them up. I cleaned up the case too. You know, it's kind of hard to tell, but I actually did put a vacuum to it. I need to vacuum out this bottom area again, but it's kind of late, so I don't know if I want to turn the vacuum back on. But yep, done. All right, the card is in and patience is finally quiet. Much quieter now with air than she was with a pump. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We'll be back yet again for, of course, another video that will show how hot this card gets once we put it under load. We're going to run through a slew of benchmarks like Godfall and Shadow of the Tomb Raider and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing that. And of course, I'll also be doing videos on how to set up this card when it comes to OBS, because now we're no longer using NVIDIA, we're using AMD. So look out for all those kind of videos coming up very, very soon. I'll see you again. Bye.